$1 million in hand next time I see you, or she dies.
How do we move all this product?
I think I actually might have an idea.
Monet killed Carrie. She was one of us.
He came by the bar, said if I come in for a talk, he goes away.
He's on Monet about Dante, then he's definitely on to me.
We're planning to take him out of play.
Tariq, keep your head on the swivel.
Always. I'm not like my dad. I'm smarter than him. Better than him.
What up, welcome back to the channel. I'm Monet J and we are locked in. This is what's next for Power Book 2 Ghost, episode 3. After episode 2, we seen, alright, they really about to take it to another level. Kane is stepping up for the Tejada family, had one of the biggest episodes we've seen from him, and now he's going to use the leverage of knowing that his dad killed Zeke over him so they can move that work for Noma. Also, Tariq, he's on Wall Street. He sees that it's wide open and they can make a lot of money, but there's going to be a lot of risk to it. Even though Brayden says there isn't, we know there will be. Now, before we jump into this and break down the trailer, if you like power content, breakdowns, theories, and predictions, then hit your subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Make sure you hit that like button and follow me on Instagram right here. Now, let's go ahead and jump into it because we know everybody is playing everybody. And the last thing we seen from Monet, she got a phone call and she told Sax, who she thought was Davis, that she doesn't need any information about Zeke. So let's break it down. This is what's next for Power Book 2 Ghost, episode 3. This is exactly what we've been wanting to see. What is happening between Noma, Obi, and the crew? Now, we call them kids, but when they in the dope game like this, they are adults. And Obi told us in episode 2 that he was looking forward to shooting Tariq once they mess up. Now, Noma gave them a strict 30-day schedule. You need 30 days to move on my product. If not, it's going to get ugly. Well, Obi just mentioned I need $1 million next time I see you. So there might be a little time jump going into episode 3, but he needs $1 million going into episode 3. Or he points to a picture of Diana. Now, this million is probably not all of the product. It's probably a certain amount of quantity that they wanted sold, but they do point to Diana. Now, this must mean they know about the Tejada family because Tariq isn't messing with Diana right now. He's dealing with Effie. So this must be some stuff where they were watching in Kane and Noma wants to know everything that's going on. Noma might not be in Paris. Noma might be behind the scenes watching the Tejada family because she was engaged to Dante, who was trying to run away with Monet. You see what I'm saying? You know, we look at the whole picture. In this picture, we see Diana with a book bag, and it looks like she might be being followed on campus. That could be one reason she has a book bag. Or two, she's in the game. Maybe she got some work for Effie. Remember, Effie is bringing bricks to Stansfield. She put one in her backpack that she hand carried in all the other schools. The dope, the work went into a bigger bag to go drop off. Now, Diana and Effie, they could be working together. With Diana working in the stallion shop, the candy shop, we can easily give that work to some people. Nonetheless, somebody knows about Diana and her involvement in some shape, form, or fashion. So whether that's just her being associated by being a Tejada, or she might be working with Effie. We still need to look at Salim because I know a lot of people are saying maybe Salim has something to do with Noma and Obi. Maybe he's with them and he just implanted in the school to try to look for whoever those dope dealers were. You never know at this point. But what we do know is there needs to be $1 million in Obi's hand or Diana is dead. With that being said, $1 million or Diana gets it. The unlikely couple to survive through the whole Power Book 2 Ghost season, Effie and Tariq. Now, we know Effie has her secrets. We know Effie is dropping work off to the different schools. Maybe she's working with Diana. We don't know at this point. But Tariq is asking her, how can we move this? We also see that she was starting up an app, just like Course Correct, but it's called Course Perfect. Same thing, same code, just a different name. Now, Effie is saying, I might have an idea for how we can do it. And they do show these two and Brayden looking at Course Perfect and watching the numbers just pile up. Pop, 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 pop. Now, this is good on a small scale, but we just heard Obi say we need $1 million. They weren't making $1 million with Course Correct. They were making enough to pay Davis and enough to have a couple of new pair of clothes. But if this works, Tariq can remove his name from it and just have Effie running it. Same process. I don't know if they're gonna be picking up on the roof like they were, but if they were doing it that way, I can see Diana being the one to pick up and drop off because she's at the stallion shop. And what does Salim tell her? You'll have a lot of downtime that you can study, that you can eat snacks because it's a 4-hour shift, 4-hour on, 4-hour off. So this gives you more than enough time to work your shift and then go work to work in the streets. And Effie says she's been there before. Diana's following her footstep, going to the TA. That was Effie's plan. Now she's getting a little job. So Effie might put a little bit of money in her pocket if Diana's playing the game right. Detective Whitman is on it. We seen him elbow the gut, that mirror, got rid of it. Monet got to pay for it. Monet killed the GTG member thinking that he was the one that actually killed Zeke. So what we're going to see right now is a full court press from Whitman. We already seen him talking to the DA and he was talking to the DEA. So he knows what they know now. They know what he knows, and he's about to apply as much pressure as possible to get Monet out the streets. Now, Ramirez was a police officer, and we seen Whitman connect the dots. He was working for Monet. So now it's up to him to try to get everything to stick on her. He don't care about the RICO. He's just trying to bring down whoever killed Carrie. Now, Carrie allegedly hung herself. Monet was over there, but we don't know. We don't know what happened. Whitman thinks that Monet did it. I'm thinking Monet did it, but we aren't sure. So Monet, as of right now, we did get the Zeke killer out the picture, but that's going to be on hush as long as Kane doesn't say nothing. So Lorenzo's going to have to fall back, do whatever Monet says, and also pay attention to Kane. If Kane tells him to jump, he's got to say how high. As we were saying about Whitman putting that full court press, while he's doing that, it's going to be on none other than Davis McLean to play the defense and protect Monet, because Whitman is harassing him. He ain't supposed to be doing this. He's supposed to be suspended and sitting behind a desk. So you hear Davis telling Monet, I'm going to get him out of here. Now they wanted to have a little one-on-one, it looks, and Davis was smart to be there to represent her so she doesn't incriminate herself. But at a certain point, we know that Whitman is going to ask the questions that you don't want to answer. So they're telling him to leave. Now, I don't know how far Whitman is going to make. He does seem like a cop that knows what he's doing, but he also seems like a cop that's going overboard and could end up killed. So we might have to watch Whitman as a potential victim while he's working this case. I don't know, but as long as he got the DEA backing him and he got Jenny Sullivan backing him, he might be all right to apply a little bit of pressure until these complaints start coming. And once the complaints start piling up, then they're going to really be on him and he can't do anything. But until then, Monet is going to have to be on the lookout for Whitman, because I can see him doing a little bit of surveillance either on the condo, Dante's old condo, or specifically on Monet to see what she's doing moving through the city. It's looking like the crew might be able to put things together going into episode 3. Now, Kane isn't in this picture, but he is a part of the crew and everyone has a specific job. Effie got the schools, Tariq and Brayden on Wall Street, Brayden dropping off at the country club. Now we about to open up shop with the new trainer. Kane is picking up work, dropping work off for Noma. So it looks like they might be able to make it work. And Course Perfect is working perfectly. We're going to be bringing in money. But as we know in the Power universe, everything isn't up. There's going to be some downs. And we're just waiting on the moment for the crew to fall flat on their face and have to dig themselves out of a hole that they put themselves in. But right now, things are looking up. We keeping everything low key. But they might expand a little bit too fast, either on the college campus or on Wall Street. But one of them, there's going to be a barrier in the way, and we're just waiting to see it. So let me know, who do you think is going to be the first one to reach this barrier? Brayden and Tariq on Wall Street, Effie at the school, or our man Kane in the streets with his family? All right, there you go. A little bit of what's next when it comes to episode 3 of Ghost. I'm really enjoying the season. I like how they're doing each character. The development is there. We seen Drew get whooped, but now Drew caught a body also. So now is Drew ready to start getting into the game, putting his hands on some of the work and moving that work around? Let me know what you think. I'm Monet J. If you like this kind of content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'm out.